Hey ladies, welcome back to the channel. I'm Bianca, the excellent wife and mom, and I'm so glad that you're here. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about freedom in homeschooling. Okay ladies, so in John 8:36 it says, if the Son sets you free, you are free indeed. And that's very easy to relate to our lives. Before we knew God, we were slaves to sin, and He made us free. And you know how that is if you know God. You can take that same principle and apply it to homeschool. A lot of us grew up in the school system, but now we have our own children, and they are free of the school system. And I don't know too many people who thought the school system was great. But you have a new opportunity for your children. God made them free. They're born free from a system of things. And with this freedom, you have to be able to go to God and see what He's saying about this freedom that you have. And I just wanted to read right quick in 2 Timothy 3:16. It says, all scripture is God-breathed and is useful for teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training in righteousness, so that the man of God may be thoroughly equipped for every good work. Now for me, in a nutshell, that's all you need. The Bible is actually the only book you need for training of your children. I mean, it says it all, teaching, rebuking, correcting, and training. So it's good for all of that and for every circumstance. So a couple of months ago, God just told me, He said, with my children, He said, just read scripture with them and have them write what they remembered from it. And my kids actually love that. And it's easy. When God gives you things, it's not so complicated, and we complicate life ourselves. We don't need a whole bunch of curriculums, because that's still a part of a system. And a lot of people, or moms that I've talked to, they get a hold of these curriculums and then they become in bondage to them. I have to finish this by the end of the year. I got to do this by the end of the year. I have to stick with this. And I'm like, why? In my mind, why are you putting yourself into this slavery? It's slavery. This is religion. And I'll have nothing to do with religion with any part of my life. I shun that. But religion, the root word of religion is religio, and in the Greek that means to return to bondage. So if God took you out of the school system, which was a bondage, and put you here at home where you can be free and you can teach your children freely, why put yourself back in bondage with curriculum and being beholden to this? It comes down to your relationship with God. He will instruct you. He will instruct your children. He put things in them. God knows when and what they need at every turn, every age. So, you don't have to keep up with the school system. When I came out of that, I was way out of it. I'm not beholden to scope and practices. I would glance at them, but I'm just like totally over that. Curriculums, I had two that I would like very, very lightly follow, but I'm totally about the natural learning or the unschooling. Just seeing what God put in my children and allowing them to be able to listen to the voice inside of them, because He's speaking to them. He's leading and guiding them. And I don't want to hamper that with some curriculum and I have to finish these things by this time. So, be free. Be free. And a lot of times, with freedom, it can be scary. Fear can creep in. But there's no need to fear, because God has not given us a spirit of fear, but a power of love and a sound mind. So, if God put you on this path to homeschool or unschool your kids, then trust Him. That's what it comes down to. He'll speak to you. He'll speak to you about everything. He knows your child better than you know your children. He knows their future. He knows all that. He knows how to prepare them for it. You as a parent, your part in this is to train them in a way. Use the book, use the scripture, and listen to God, because He's always instructing. He'll tell you where to go. He'll tell you what to do. You don't have to use these curriculums and things, go outside of what God has for you. I mean, they can be beneficial, but make sure God is leading and guiding you into that. And make sure this is not becoming a religious idol to you that you have to stick to. So that's all I have, ladies. Thanks for joining me. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.